This is what could be a story about getting a hold of some dirty acid. I suppose I can't say with certainty it was dirty, as I didn't test it out of irresponsibility. Not saying what I had experienced up until then was exactly sparkly, but the stuff from this night was so much worse. This didn't feel like any LSD I had taken up until then, or have had since. This wasn't a mind-opening, enlightening, entertaining experience. This was a thought-folding, confusion, and vomit-inducing nightmare. Now, one could say that it was the amount that was taken that caused this, but I've taken heroic doses multiple times, and let me tell you, it was nothing like this. I had the luxury of throwing up pretty early. It was even in the bathroom sink. As I was heaving, I remember thinking about all the stories and warnings I had heard about throwing up while tripping. I kept waiting for the horrifically life-changing experience to happen as I was in the bathroom ralphing. Thankfully, it never came, and in its place was the type of pseudo-relief from throwing up in general, along with the wonder that comes from looking at anything while under the influence of massive amounts of psychedelics. In this case, it was a mixture of soup from a local place and the snacks we had for the trip. But in that sink, in the state of mind I was in, it looked like I threw up Play-Doh. Play-Doh that was teeming with life. It was disgusting, yet transfixing. After standing there a while, looking at my multicolored shape-shifting vomit, I went back into the living room where everyone else was. One of the things, in our infinite wisdom, that we came up with to entertain ourselves during the trip was put food coloring in shaving cream. I'm pretty sure one of us saw the idea online. Terrible idea. It was fun and mesmerizing for about 8 seconds. The way the food coloring filled the crevices between the suds and the soft billowiness had nothing on the overpowering smell and stickiness of the shaving cream. Even after cleaning it up as best we could, the refreshing scent continued to punch us in the face. Pretty much anything degraded very, very quickly to everyone doing their own thing, completely independent of the other people. We were in the same room, we were doing the same things, sometimes, but there was no cohesion. We were gone. Out of it. This is where things get hard to remember. Things started to get incoherent and kind of silly. I got Gatorade poured on me. One person ate an orange after vigorously rubbing it into the carpet. There was a moment that I blacked out. I came back puking again, on the floor this time. I remember feeling as if I was in a war crawling through trenches, and I was puking out of survival. It was intense. Upon having a self-aware thought, I got up off the ground and looked around to see one friend puking at the table, another sitting on the floor looking in the mirror, and then, bam! Without warning, without so much as a feeling of curiosity, it was as if everything about existence, our place in the progression of human expansion, physics and chemistry, emotions, philosophy, everything just came together into one cohesive thought. It was incredibly short-lived, and instantly became a memory that has replayed in my head countless times. In the moment, I was trying to figure out how to explain it to my friends. The only way I could was with a question. What is it? I asked it over and over, annoying them with my inability to express myself. This was an insanely simple thought, impossible to explain in the time it takes to think it. One friend lent me her notebook and a pen so I could try to draw it, to no avail. They asked questions, supported me, and kept my attention on it so I could better try to figure it out. Still, the only thing I could think to say about it, over and over, more and more frustrated yet passionate, what is it? I did my best, but there is no explaining it all at once. What is there to explain? It just is. What is it?